Great skills again by him. Oh, marvellous goal by Lewis.
Welcome to the Rangers Journey.
Good evening, everyone. You're joined by me, Billy, and Andrew this evening as we do a pre-match build-up and pre-match look at the upcoming game. It's Tuesday the 6th of January and it's Aberdeen at the stadium this evening. It's 8 o'clock for me. Andrew, you're in foreign soil, so it's not 8 o'clock for you. The kick-off time is a wee bit late for you. I'll just say hi, first of all. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Very happy after the weekend's results. A bit of a shame that our French friend has departed, but it is what it is. We will continue. How about yourself? How are you doing?
Yeah, okay, mate. Just I don't know. 8 o'clock just seems too late a kickoff time for me. I like them like 7:30, 7:45, but it's fine. It's fine. Well, the reason we're a little bit delayed in coming out, going live, is because the team sheet is out already, and I was getting uploaded for us. So I'll take you through the starting lineup this evening. So it's Butland in goals. Tavernier comes in, interesting. Fernandez, Souther, Magoma, Barron, Raskin, Diamande, Moore, Gassama, Chermiti. Before we talk about the subs, Andrew, you said when we first seen it, there's no surprises there. I think Tav, maybe you could say that Sterling maybe wouldn't have played after the last couple of days. Also, he's played quite a few games, but Tav being in there, yeah, wee bit of a shock. Not a shock, but a surprise for me.
For me, it's not a surprise just because of Sterling's off-field incident. We still don't really know the details unless I've missed something. I think he had to take some kind of punishment from the club and he's been dropped to the bench for that. I assume he'll be back at the weekend in the starting lineup.
It could be that, but also could be, as I say, he's playing a lot of games at the moment, just coming back. So it might be a natural one. The other side of things is maybe Tav and his, I don't know, we see free kicks. It's not like he scored hundreds recently or whatever, but his set piece taking might be a reason to bring him in as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've been missing that. I think Barron got a lot of criticism in the first half for his set piece deliveries against Celtic. So, it will be interesting to see if Tavernier comes back a little bit better than he had been after some poor performances before he was dropped for Sterling. Maybe a little rest will do him good. Hopefully he will perform well tonight.
And the central defence, Fernandez and Souther, I'm not surprised at that, and I'm not surprised at Magoma left back. I guess moving on to the midfield, Barron for me didn't have a great first half, but did come into the second half. Raskin obviously playing a little bit further forward against Celtic was very effective, and Diamande was very effective when he came on at half time on Saturday. But for me, Diamande, I mean, I'm going to say I don't want Asgard in there either, but for me, Diamande goes missing a lot, especially in these types of games.
Diamande never lets us down when it comes to the Old Firm. He's always good against them. I think he really hates them like the rest of us. But you're right, he does go missing in a lot of these games. But after the way he changed the game coming on at half-time, he deserves his starting spot today. I can also see Gordon Shannon in the chat has become a new member. So thank you, Gordon, for becoming a member.
Sorry, I obviously missed that.
Right at the top of the chat.
Yeah, the chat had scrolled down. Thank you very much, Gordon, for being a member. There is still members pods. I believe there was one went out on Sunday lunchtime as well, so you get some extra content being a member over there. I will actually take this moment to, because you mentioned Gordon subscribing, also mention our sponsor, who is the Bluebells Pub in Puerto del Carmen. So if you are in Puerto del Carmen, they are the only Rangers bar in the town, so please go over there, check them out, say that we sent you along. They show all the Rangers games. I'm led to believe they also show podcasts as well, so you can be in there listening to us as well sometimes. But even if you just want to chill outside, or you want to have a party, or you want to have food, it's all there for you. Food and drink, a good time to be with other Rangers fans. And as I say, they will be showing the match this evening, so if you happen to be watching us just in your hotel room, go pop along and see them this evening for us. And thank you very much for the Bluebells for supporting the podcast as well. Going further forward, I guess the team kind of picks itself at the moment. A bit of a worry. There's no more kind of interplay or interchange of other players, because these players have kind of played a lot of the games. So Moore, Gassama, we don't have anybody else really to rely on, do we?
No, I can see Matondo on the bench, but yeah, we don't really have any other options. Obviously, Ant-Man's out injured. I think he has resumed training though, so hopefully we will see him back soon. But as things stand, Moore and Gassama are our only options. I was quite critical of them both at half-time against Celtic. I think Gassama had a good second half. I think overall Moore still wasn't great in the second half, but he took his goal. So you can't take that away from him, and he deserves to start again. Even if we did have other options, they both deserve to start again after their second half at Parkhead. Yeah.
Yeah, Doug just confirming for us there that Ant-Man was in recent training videos. Again, one of these players that didn't flourish under Russell Martin and didn't seem to do anything when Rule first came in, and then he gets injured. But as we see with our centre forward choice this evening, Shamiti, who, I mean, it's his first Old Firm game and he's got the game named after him, isn't it? It's scoring those 2 goals, a powerful performance. It does look like he's realised that he can throw his weight around in this league and get away with it, use his strength.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, I took a little look at his data with the scouting department, and his numbers are great, actually. They're among the best in the league for strikers, for goals per game, for pass accuracy. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but his numbers are actually really good when you look at them. So hopefully he will kick on. I still think he's probably more of a 10 than a striker. I still feel that way, but unreal. That first finish at the weekend gets better every time you see it. It's incredible. So hopefully he can kick on today. I do hope on a kind of personal level or emotional level maybe that Miovski comes on and scores just to wind up the away end. But you have to start Shamiti, don't you? It's not just the Celtic game. The last 3 games, I think he's been excellent. The last 2 games, he's been man of the match for me. So hopefully he finishes the rest of the season as he started the last 3 games.
Let me ask you, you might not have looked into this, and sorry if it's just off the cuff, but have you compared him with Miovski and when you're using these?
Not directly, but that's worth taking a look at. There's no way Miovski has the same kind of levels for goals scored. It's worth taking a look at, though. No, I've not directly compared them. I just compared Trimiti with the rest of the league as a whole.
No worries. But just wondered if it's something that came up.
It is worth looking. Yeah.
Aberdeen not in a great position, not doing too well. They've obviously lost their manager as well as another club in the league this week, and they have an interim manager in who was in charge, I believe, a year and a half or so ago. So there is some kind of history of how he wants to set up. I don't think they'll do many changes personally. I think they will set up the way they have been recently, which can only be good for us. I get this weird feeling that one game, because we obviously one game at a time, but we do play Aberdeen on Sunday again. It's one of these ones where one game might be really good for us and one game might be really tight, just because they adapt. But this evening, I'm hoping that they go in full of confidence from the as I say, the Old Firm away victory is the hardest in the league, so they've done that. Now they've got a home tie against a team struggling at the bottom of the league, lost their manager. How much do you think the new manager bounce actually affects teams? I
don't want to jinx anything, but I think typically a new manager bounce will come with a new permanent manager rather than a temporary interim manager. The thing is with Aberdeen, as we all know, this is their cup final. Certainly at the weekend at Pittodrie, that will be their cup final, absolutely, in front of the home fans. I'm fairly confident about tonight. It's silly to ever write Aberdeen off when they play against us. As I said, it's their cup final. But I think it's a good time to play them right after the manager is gone. I think it was probably a bit harsh sacking the manager, to be honest. He won the cup for them, did he not?
I believe so.
It is what it is. I'm not an Aberdeen fan. I don't really care. I think it's a good time to play them when they have this kind of turmoil.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Just say it's kind of like the cup final. They always do seem to, for some reason, only against us, the Glasgow teams, to put a performance in. Yeah, I mean, I again don't want to jinx it either. I'm more not concerned, but I'd be more thinking that the Sunday game is going to be
exactly. In front of the Aberdeen fans, they have a much better chance. I think tonight they've had a long trip down in the snow, midweek game. I doubt there will be a big Aberdeen presence in the away end. No judgment on them for that, not wanting to make the trip down. I hear Scotland is as snowy as Poland at the moment. So, no dig at the Aberdeen fans if they've not made it down in big numbers. But I don't think they'll have a big support behind them. It will be tough for them. So, yeah, hopefully good for us.
Well, I mean, there was no excuses. I live close. Well, I can see the A9 for where I am, and I've seen the CityLink buses coming up and down, and they go up and down up north. So there's no excuses for the game not to go ahead. I know that obviously with weather warnings there was a worry that
it's a bit different for fans coming down, though. To be fair to them.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. It was more a point on the game is going ahead, so there's no. Although the Livingston game I noticed was postponed from a frozen pitch, so
yeah. All-weather pitch, so it is. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's an all-weather.
They always have problems like that, don't they, Livingston?
Yeah, and I mean, I believe they've even improved the pitch, but this time when the grass has to come back, can't come quick enough for me because when these teams go out the league, like Kilmarnock goes out the league, that and Livingston go out the league, I don't have any ill will towards them. It's purely the pitch. I hate playing on those.
It's amateurish. How many injuries have arisen over the years as a result of these pitches? It's not a good look for Scottish football in the top flight. I can understand maybe in Norway or Sweden, but this kind of weather in Scotland at the moment is very rare. It's amateurish and we shouldn't see it.
Well, I went to work today, so they should come down and play a game of football. I mean, a couple of years ago, I remember an evening at Ibrox game where Scott Brown ended up getting a goal from a corner, unmarked a corner. That was a game I expected to dominate quite well, but it was a draw in the end. I think we got a penalty, didn't we, in the second half? What are you expecting scoreline this evening then?
Actually, the last two pre-matches I've been on, I've had it spot on. I got the St Mirren game 2-1. I got Celtic 3-1 with Chermiti man of the match.
Okay, let's make this 3.
I don't know if I want to risk my 100% record, but I'll say 2-0. I'll say 2-0. Chermiti in the first and hopefully Miovski in the second.
What I would like to see from us and what we've not been doing recently is getting that second goal and killing matches off early. So you're talking about a goal in the second half.
Celtic.
Yeah, and it's I mean, that was quite spectacular circumstances. But I mean, teams like that we should be beaten.
You're right. We don't do this enough. The Old Firm is always unique in these games against the smaller teams in the league, like Aberdeen. Yeah, we don't get that killing goal to kill the game off, and a lot of us get the fear towards the last 20 minutes of the game. So, I completely agree. Hopefully we do get a second or even a third to put the game to bed, send them back up to Aberdeen with nothing.
I'm just replying to Benidorm 167 there. We did have the team up.
We do know the team.
10 minutes for the pod, so apologies if I took it down too early and you didn't get to see it, but it's just a picture on a screen, so don't keep it up for the whole pod. Let's finally touch on the subs. We don't have a lot to kind of pick from, so Kelly obviously, Enciala, Max Aarons, Sterling is on the bench. You mentioned Matondo. You've got Dowell, Asgard, Miovski and Danilo, and I've got to say there's maybe only one or two of those players I'd be happy coming on.
Yeah, I imagine Sterling will come on at some point. I mean, it's hard to know with the likes of Matondo and Dowell. It's hard to know where they are in terms of match fitness, how the manager sees them. Maybe they've got deals to leave the club lined up and you don't want to put them in jeopardy. But we will see. We will see. I think Miovski should come on at some point. I would, as I said before, like to see him score tonight. But the bench was not strong. The bench is a little bit of a concern, and it shows that we do need to make improvements in this window, which we haven't seen so far, but hopefully that will change. It's still only the 6th, so hopefully that will change.
Hopefully so. Well, I'm going to let you go and get ready for watching the match. You've already got a beer, Andrew. I'll probably have to go and find one myself. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the comments at the side. I'm going to predict a 4-0 victory this evening, Andrew, but I'm never right. I've always been 100% accuracy of being wrong. So it probably won't be that. But yeah, hope your team wins, and we'll be back after the match with a post-match reaction. So every night's Rangers Journal night, guys, and we'll catch you later on.
Every night is the Rangers Journal night.